Man, welcome back to another episode of MKZ, the motherfucking podcast. Keith, chime in. How you feeling?
Feeling good. I gave me
Keith,
some Arizona iced tea.
okay. That lemon flavor always gonna bust. I already
No
know.
sponsor.
No
Yes, sir. Yes,
sponsor.
sir.
Coming soon though. Coming soon though. Smack, how you feeling?
Man, fans up, man. We might have taken the L in Germany, but it's all right, man. We going into the bye week. Good record, feeling good. Got a lot of players back. Shout out to Heat Nation, man. We took the dub against the Lakers, man. You feel me? Had to do it to Braun, man.
This is 50-50 day for us, bro. That's why I didn't throw my fins up at the beginning because we fucking suck. We can't beat no teams. We can't beat no teams. No good teams in the league. But it is what it is,
Hey,
man.
at
Thank
least,
y'all
at
for
least we
tuning
smacking
back
the
in.
Patriots, though.
Oh, come on. Save it for later. Thank y'all for tuning into another episode of MKZ the podcast. Though we actually got the number wrong last episode. Last episode was actually episode 12. So Key, neck yourself for me, please, because I gave you props for doubling for doubling back. For doubling down on the shit. But yeah, this is episode 13 now. Episode 13. So we're moving through. We moving. We making progress. Today as last episode we discussed that. We discussed a lot of the NBA happenings, the early start to the season in the NBA. We did mention that we were trying to get an NFL episode out for you guys the next day, which was Sunday. Unfortunately, it wasn't really unfortunate. We kind of made a decision to postpone that just because we wanted to be able to talk about the entire weekend with you guys, and the Monday and the Sunday night game and the Monday game would not have taken place. And we know there was big games slated. We had the Cowboys game that we probably weren't going to be able to talk about. We had the Bills and the Bengals we probably weren't going to be able to talk about. And
That was a good game.
it was a good game. It was a good ass game. And just what time is it right now? It's 12:13. We just got done with the damn Chargers and the Jets game, which
We
Jets got
don't, we
their
don't
ass
want to
handed
speak
to
on
them.
that too much.
Let's not talk about that too much. But what we want to do is actually move to and continue the segment that we started last episode. Honestly, guys, we're trying to come up with names for it. So basically, every episode, for the most part, unless we're talking about some live shit and we don't need it, but we're gonna try to give you guys a rundown of what's going on before we start jumping into topics, because we know a lot of people might not be able to keep up with every game going on, or whatever the scores of every game, the stats of every game. That's what we're here for. We pride ourselves in enjoying this sports shit, and we want to make sure we can give you guys the best content possible. So from now on, we're going to be allowing McKinley Smacks to open up a lot of these episodes with, certain stats that he wants to point out. Stats, scores, standings, whatever he wants to talk about. He has a floor to talk about it, just so you guys have a fresh overview of what's going on. We're trying to name it, like I said. We're thinking, Key said, fucking stats with Smacks. That shit hard. I was thinking like maybe like Smack's bottom line or something. I don't know. But we're gonna put a couple options. We're probably gonna tap into our Instagram and TikTok and allow you guys to chime in as well. So be on the lookout for that, and please help us name our new segment. But for now, let's go with McKinley,
Talk about that
Mister.
fantasy.
Yeah, let's get a floor to Smacks, our analytics guy, and let him discuss what's going on.
So yeah, as our NFL episode, we showed our fantasy teams. We gave y'all a little rundown. We showed y'all who has who and whatnot. Just to let y'all know, really no trades really went on. I know that's not very interesting. Yeah, why we ain't trade nobody, but who knows? The world may never know. But as y'all should have known, as y'all should have figured, me being the top dog in the league, 7-1. Even though we're gonna be 7-2 after this week, because Kevon had got me. He got me at a low point. You feel me? It
Why you
happens.
didn't why
It
you didn't
happens.
open with that? Why did you start off with the
Cause
dumb
why?
ass?
Cause why
Why
would
you
I
see what
open
I
with
mean?
that?
You see
I
what I
gotta start.
You
mean?
get
We gotta
your
we
ass
gotta start
torn.
high.
Why you
You get
didn't
your
open
ass
with the fact
torn.
that you lost
Why
this
would I
week?
start off with my L's? Like we gonna start off high with 7-1, and then we gonna be like, all right, we got a little lucky. You feel me? This
Get
week,
your ass
but
torn.
hey, you lucky too. My running backs is injured. You feel me?
My whole team injured. I
This
don't want
was
to hear
all
it. My
plus
whole
full
team injured. I
shit.
don't want to hear it. My whole team injured. I
Man,
don't want to
all
hear it.
right, bro, whatever. But anyways, still top dog, number one in the league. Period. Number one in my conference, obviously.
This
We
nigga
got
feel
French.
himself. Y'all hear this, man? You better keep the same energy come the end of the season. When it's time for stats, when it's time for stats with Smacks end of the season after you got your ass toe up, you better keep the same energy. You better be the same height that you is right now.
You dang right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm number 1 in the East, 7-1, about to be 7-2. Sean number 2, following behind me, 3-5. He is currently losing this week to our boy Slim, so he's gonna be 3-6. And then we got our boy Terrence, 2-6 right now. He is beating the brakes off of Dial right now,
He's
guaranteed to
fucking
lie.
lying. The way he said beating the brakes. I knew he was gonna say some dumbass shit.
3-6.
He's barely fucking beating me, and the only reason he's fucking beating me is because my fucking whole starting lineup decided to play fucking ass. Let alone Seattle getting the door.
He's losing by double digits,
Hey,
y'all.
kiss my ass, pussy.
Anyways, in the West, we got our boy Slim with 5-3 right now, looking like he about to be whatchamacallit.
Slim number 1?
6-3. Yeah, he's
gonna beat him twice, yeah.
And then Dial's 4-4, about to be 4-5. And then Kevon is 3-5 right now at the end of at the bottom, near the bottom of the league. About to be 4-5. You know, I just wanted to tell y'all boys, man, my way of thinking, you know, way of drafting my team, my good pickups at the end and during the middle of the season, you know, is what led to my victories. I had some close encounters, you feel me? You know, Dow gave me some close competition.
I should have beat your ass. Why don't you tell the people this shit?
It don't matter because you didn't beat me. You haven't beaten me yet.
Nick Chubb is out for the rest of the season, and Jay Jettis has been out. And those are my 2 top players, and they're both gone.
It's tough.
It be like that sometimes. Next man up, big dog. I'm 7-1, and I got guys hurt too.
Not out for the rest of the season.
Anyways, as you can see, we got some niggas that feeling a little salty. You know, they can't just take their dub. You feel me? Move on with it.
Do y'all? Hold on. Smack, not to cut you off, but Key. Do you peep how this was supposed to be a non-biased segment where he's supposed to just talk about the stats, talk about the scores? All this nigga has done is gloat about his garbage ass team that is at the top right now and is gonna end up at the fucking bottom soon. Watch. Damn.
That's a clip.
Remember that one year he was going crazy?
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. He feel himself down.
A first round exit, it happens. You feel me? But guess what? Next year we came up on top.
Okay, Milwaukee Bucks.
Hey, who's the defending champion currently right now?
Who's the defending champion of the basketball league?
We not talking about basketball.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure you remember.
I mean, we just keep it in the NFL, right? Are we staying on topic, sir? Moderator, we got to keep on topic. Anyways, guys, you know, I had to throw that in there. You feel me? You know, boys, niggas was down me from the beginning. You feel me? So I had to, you feel me? I had to get my little say in real quick, but. So far, I mean, guys, I mean, it's been a good week so far in fantasy. So I mean, it's been great. So going on aside from fantasy, you know, going into the NFL
talk about
games,
what the people want to hear. Tell them what's going on in the league. Nobody gives a damn about your fantasy team.
That's what I'm. All right, man. All right. Starting off with the 9:30 a.m. game. I mean, man, it's tough to talk about, man. But. Our Dolphins. Anyways, our Dolphins unfortunately lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a great game. You know, we started off slow. We had a slow beginning, but you know we turned it up in the third quarter. Got some 2 quick scores, but unfortunately we couldn't find our way into the end zone, especially in the late drive. Tua fumbled the snap, 4th and 10, and. Tyreek Hill had some jobs. It wasn't his best game. He was talking a lot in during the week prior, you know, about how he was gonna get like 200 yards. He got a touchdown celebration for the Chiefs that they're gonna be salty about. Unfortunately, he could not find the red zone. Only had 8 catches for about 68 yards.
Crazy.
rough week, man. Rough week. And the next game. Next game we have Chicago, New Orleans. That was an interesting game. a lot of guys. I mean, everybody most likely had New Orleans winning that, and they securely won that 24-17. Chicago, I mean, they don't have Justin Fields. He's out for a little bit, and it's not much that organization right now is. It's pretty dysfunctional right now. Even though they did trade for Montez Sweat, which a lot of people love, other people say it is an overrated move, especially paying the guy. I think what was it, 4 years, 68 million guaranteed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a lot, man.
boy got a fat paycheck, boy.
Even though you had a team like the 49ers who traded for him with a lesser draft pick. I think it was in the fourth round, and got Chase Young, arguably the better prospect, the better player among the two.
Which is crazy.
So it's you kind of feel for Chicago, man. You kind of feel for them boys. And New
Everything that
Orleans,
will go wrong, everything that
Well,
can go wrong will go wrong with the Chicago Bears.
oh no,
It's
nah,
just
man, you gotta say that for the Cowboys. You gotta say that for the Cowboy
oh
fans,
yes,
cause
yes,
oh,
them
oh
two,
boy.
because we got some talking to do about them too.
And the next game we got.
Run through the slate though, Smack, so we can get into the topics though.
Got you. So next game we got Green Bay and the Rams. Green Bay 20-3, easy dub. Rams didn't have Matthew Stafford. It's really not too much to talk about there.
Oh, Stafford didn't
They
play.
just been no, yeah, he was out.
No wonder Puka played like ass for my fantasy team.
mhm.
Shit, crazy.
Next game, oh boy, New England and Washington. God damn, Belichick loses to another young QB. What is going on? Mac Jones
Thank for
can't get
Marvin
it.
Williams. Larry Harrison.
Anyways, Washington doing their thing against a very tough New England defense. I'm surprised they really got the dub, to be honest with you. But I mean, New England can't really put up points. Their offense is really not that great. So it was a low scoring game, 20-17. You feel for New England.
Hold on, quick,
Not really.
quick.
Tank.
Oh, Tank. Okay, he's already positioned himself in the tank plan, so he's straight. He's straight. I just want to say real quick about the New England game, bro. I know we're not gonna really talk about them as a segment in this episode because they're New England. No disrespect, but they're not relevant right now. But I had to throw that in as a Dolphins fan, Key. I love you. I had to throw that in as a Dolphins fan. I'm sorry. But bro, back to the offensive woes that McKinley just talked about, bro. Dog, I was watching the game. I seen them go for it was like a fourth and something. It was like early in the game too. I'm like, okay, Bill Belichick switching shit up. He trying to make some noise. Like, you feel me? Leave a haymaker out on the field. Mac
Going with
Jones,
the analytics.
with the fucking analytics. Mac Jones dropped back. I'm thinking, okay, dot and coming threw that bitch to the fucking dirt. And I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, we couldn't even make a play on the ball. Like, after I seen that play, I turned off the game. I'm gonna be real with you. I just like, yeah, I'm good. I seen what I needed to see. I'm sorry, Key. I don't know if you want to say anything about your team, but that's
Honestly,
just I had to point that out.
honestly and truly, I haven't seen a game in the last 3 weeks. After we lost to the Raiders, I was like, yeah, that's done.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
And then the one game I did watch when we beat the Bills, I'm like, why the fuck are we beating the Bills? We were the last team.
Literally no need to win that game.
Bro, this is all Bill Belichick's fault, and he's sitting in it. I've been telling you this shit for years. Bill Belichick, he's a genius, but he's a dumbass. That ever since Super Bowl when he benched Malcolm Butler, I always knew that nigga did some dumbass shit in his career. He's been doing dumb shit. We have no offense. You have every young quarterback that's been drafted, like even the years before Mac Jones, has at least some number one option on the team,
Yeah.
or at least drafted something. If you check at an auto freaking receivers that we drafted, or people that we did draft it and we missed out on, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We have no offense. The O line is good, but they can't stay healthy, so they have no backups. The defense is always going to stay strong and be good, but it's only no defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Patriots. That's all I gotta say. I feel bad for Mac Jones. I honestly and truly, I think he's a good quarterback. He needs time to develop still, but he has no development because he has nothing going for him because he's just out there playing with nobodies, bro. Juju Smith-Schuster or Jacoby Myers.
I was about to say y'all got TikTok, boy. You not fucking with
Hey,
me.
that's your boy Corvette.
Gee.
Did you know that? I don't know if now, but like 2 weeks ago, he was the last person in receivers in the whole NFL on separation.
That's tough.
And
boy.
the other receivers are like close. They're not the last, but they're close. The only person that was decent on our team, tore his fucking ACL
Damn.
or Achilles. I don't know. Kendrick Bourne.
Oh yeah.
Devontae Parker not doing
Yeah.
that for y'all?
That nigga
Hell
ass.
no, that boy does not. He does not separate.
Devontae Parker is just once in a blue moon he gets one big blur and that's it. So you see him get like 79 yards for a game, but it's just one big ass pass that he caught.
That's tough.
Other games you don't do nothing.
That's tough. That's a Dolphins product, McKinney.
Hey man, he did what he did for us, man. You know, them boys wanted him. I heard all that shit talk like, oh, we got your boy Devontae. Oh man, look he's gonna do it in a Patriot system. He's gonna be great.
Hold on. My boy, Jaceki not going crazy for y'all?
That nigga
Hell
ass too.
no. He can't block. Anytime he's on the field, you know it's a pass because he can't block. He can't separate. He doesn't break tackles.
Damn. I mean, at least he hit that gritty though. Hey.
That nasty ass shit. The game winner against the Bills. Man, it's over with the Patriots. I feel bad for Mac Jones, and I feel bad for Kyle Duggar after he picked off Tua. Perfect pick. Man, that sucks.
That's tough.
I wish he was still.
That's
I wish
tough.
he was
Boys got a
still.
little
We had to throw a little bit of commentary on the Patriots because one of our co-hosts, as you guys know, is a diehard and unfortunately dying quite hard right now, a New England Patriots fan. But yeah.
So the Dolphins.
Love you,
Rest
Pete.
in peace. Rest in peace, brother.
Go crazy, Smack.
Moving on. We going with the almost forgot about talk about the Thursday night game, Titans and Steelers. Oh man. I wouldn't say it was an ugly game.
You don't need to talk about that game, bro. You keep moving with that one.
Let's just say Steelers won 20-16. And we just gonna keep it at that. And then real quick note about that game, only thing I want to say is Deontay Johnson scored his touchdown in about 2 years since 2021, week 7. First touchdown since then.
Wow.
Wait, another thing about that game though, didn't George Pickens say something after the game? Talking about free him or something?
Yeah, he went crazy.
Yeah, he posted on IG, even though he missed a toe tap in the end zone.
McKinney gonna keep it real with the boys.
He went crazy. He said, "Free me." That shit was crazy.
That's wild. Their team doing good too. See, this is the problem with today's league, bro. Like, isn't that division? Let's talk about it because we did talk about it at the beginning of the season where we said that division might be the best division in football, and it is low key. It is low key coming to fruition. The Ravens are 7-2. The Ravens are 7-2, and everybody else.
The Steelers are the weakest link.
You said what?
The Steelers are the weakest link, and they're just like.
I mean, they're the weakest link, but they're 5-3. Like, come on.
Yeah, they're tied, three-way tie.
It's a three-way tie.
But if you look at their quality of work, though, it's just look at the games that they're winning and like the teams that they're beating, like the Titans, like.
They beat the Ravens though, but those.
I was about to say they got the Ravens under their belt, and I'm gonna be real, fellas. We've been watching Mike Tomlin all of our life, damn near up until this point. We know this is how the Steelers. When the Steelers don't have shit going for themselves, you always have just a slight. You feel me? Like a slight, a slight idea in your head that Mike Tomlin might pull something out. It might be ugly. It might be an ugly season too, but he gonna make some shit work. Even that season when Myles Garrett was going WWE on Buddy.
right?
We was going WWE on Buddy. They were still doing decent. So in the cities of predicaments, Mike Tomlin is holding some shake for the Steelers. So shout out to that.
I don't know about. I think last year they had one, but before that, he hasn't had a losing record in years.
Yeah, and the first one that you could really name is a rookie quarterback, and even in that season, they were what? They were cycling through quarterbacks every now and then. You had some
Yeah.
games with the second string. I don't know
Yeah.
if they got all the way to their third string, but they had some issues injury wise last season too. So he's been doing what he needed to do with his team, bro. And the 5-3 record right now is testament to that.
Shit, he did last year. He had a 98 actually. I don't think he had a bad record last
Went
year.
9-8 last year.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think that he still has like a straight positive record throughout his.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, he
crazy
does.
to think about, bro. That's crazy. Because we know the Steelers have had their low moments, bro.
We went 12-4 in 2020.
Yeah, they was on a roll. Like they was on a win streak that year. That was their win streak year.
Hell no. Who's next,
I
man?
don't know.
On to the next game. We got Falcons and Vikings. Falcons. I mean, no, Vikings starting quarterback gets out with a concussion, and then Joshua Dobbs steps in and he
Yes,
does his thing.
sir.
I can't even lie. Joshua Dobbs did his thing in that
Look,
game.
That nigga don't even know that nigga don't even know his teammates' names. He out there balling.
Milk Dud.
Milk
And
that.
then Taylor Heineke stepping in for Desmond Riddler, doing his thing. 260, 268, one touchdown, one interception. Did what he could. But Vikings take it away with that 31-28. Next game, don't want to speak too much about it, but Browns and Cardinals. Browns shut them out 27-0. Classic game. Cooper goes off 139 for 139, one tub. Deshaun Watson, the massage freak, 219 for two tubs. They did their thing. And then we got, oh man, Ravens and Seahawks. I thought this was supposed to be, in my opinion, one of the top games in the week.
Beat the brakes off them
But
boys.
Pause. One
Jesus.
second. Sorry. Every time Lamar plays against someone really good, bro, they beat their ass.
Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it, please?
Every time they play a full team, they be like going back and forth with them. But when they play a good team, they be stomping them out, bro.
Bro, I just seen this week they played the Seahawks. Last week they played Detroit. That's two teams that everybody's been hyping up this season. Talking about they up and coming. They're going to make some noise in the playoffs, right? Bro, the scoring margin in the last 2 weeks for the Baltimore Ravens is like 73-9 or some crazy shit like that. That's mad. That shit you don't even do in Madden, bro. You ain't holding you ain't holding two teams to under 10 points in Madden, bro. Total.
No.
I'm talking total.
I mean, I'll be doing that.
You're not doing
at
that much,
champs.
Please stop it. Stop it. You're
I
not.
be doing that in Mud Champs. I swear to you, in Mud Champs, I be on a little win streak. I be holding teams to like they be. I don't score that much because they be quitting. They'll score like 3 or 0 and they be quitting. But I be going games where I be holding like teams 5 games to 3 or 5 or 10 points.
Key, can you second that statement from McKinley, or is he just talking?
Only thing go crazy is when I'm playing that bit and I'm in the flat. I make plays.
My
You know what I'm
God!
saying? I make plays.
Hey, just remember for this episode, I'm gonna play Mud Champs. I'm gonna show you the record, and y'all finna see what I be doing.
Okay, listen. The next Mud Champs is during the weekends, right?
It's the whole week. The whole week.
Oh, it's the whole week.
Yeah,
Okay.
the whole week. They changed it.
As soon as you get your games done, I don't want no running. I don't want no dodging. I want your screenshot of your shit front and center. We're pasting it right in the middle of the screen, bro.
I'm finna hop on it. I'm finna hop on it tomorrow. We finna get some games in.
Okay, we gonna see. We gonna see.
Defense looking good. Man, I had some good pickup. Ooh.
Okay.
Man.
You are not like that in Madden, bro. Stop it. You got it. I'm joking.
I ain't sound that good.
He's
but,
nice
I
at
be
Madden,
doing my
y'all.
thing.
He's nice at Madden. I'm joking.
I ain't that good. I ain't that sweaty. I'm not them sweats now. Don't
You
put me in
lying
that
like
category.
shit.
I'm not them.
Don't let him fool you.
I don't be on that game that much.
He's trying to act cool for the podcast.
Yeah. You already talk crazy, young bull.
G shit,
I'm
bro.
a casual. I'm a casual for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me see the color. Let me see the color of your remote. I know you already wore some of that color off that bitch.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know what you talking about, bro. What do you?
Don't clean it off now, though. Oh yeah, I see the dirt marks on the handles. I see the dirt marks on the handles. Shit, I got my shit ready too, nigga. Like y'all.
This is my main one.
That's your man. What that shit for? I ain't gonna lie. Oh, key black gang.
Yes, sir. Hey, baby, I'm gonna get you that.
This big mom.
Yeah, my girl did.
McKinley, bro. This is a great conversation. I love chopping it up with y'all niggas. But we haven't even gotten through the fucking bottom line yet, bro. We got segments to talk about, nigga.
Exactly. Get to
All right.
it.
Ravens, like Dom said, beat the brakes off on 37-3. Not much to talk about there. And Texas, I'm sorry guys, but we don't want to stay too much on them. But man, that boy CJ Stroud, oh man,
Crazy.
Demon.
He's a problem.
Texans win that game 39-37. CJ Stroud 470 for 5 tubs. Oh man.
And the game winning drive. Don't leave that part out.
Yep, absolutely, man.
Against the full ass Buccaneers. Yeah, Tampa Fed.
Baker Mayfield.
And then next game we got Colts and Panthers. Colts taking away 27-13. Bryce Young with 3 Stevies and 2 pick sixes. I want to mention out of those 3 Stevies he's thrown.
That's tough.
Number 1 pick.
And I'm pretty sure 2 of the I think I seen it today. The 2 pick sixes were to the same person.
Yep. To I believe. Damn.
What's his name, bro?
He's a slot corner too.
Wait, they played again?
They played the Colts.
Colts.
It wasn't your boy, right? What's his name again? Not Himes, no. That's Himes. What's his name again? Kenny Moore? No, right?
Yes.
Oh, Kenny Moore. That boy Key know his shit.
What's the only good defensive team?
I mean, they got some dogs on there too. You feel me? You know, Shaq Leonard,
Not DB.
Forrest Buckner.
Not
DB.
True. I mean, DB wise, yeah. But yeah, it's rough game for the Panthers that week. And then Raiders and Giants. I mean, nobody's really interested in that game unless you really was betting. Raiders beat the Giants 30-6.
Your boy tore his ACL.
Oh yeah, that's very unfortunate for Daniel Jones. You know, we're praying for that man. You know, if you guys bet on Josh Jacobs touchdowns he hit.
Did Devontae get in the end zone?
Hell no.
Damn.
It was so bad. Oh, he played decent though.
Devontae, he
didn't. You said he didn't?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was not a good game. He was 4 for 7 for 34 yards.
Sugar.
He was talking crazy about the quarterback. I mean, not quarterback, coach. Sorry.
He was though.
He was like, I'm gonna die for him. Run to the wall for him. Head of that.
He's lying ass.
And man, let's talk about them cowgirls, as people love to say. America's team.
Mm-hmm.
Skip Bayless's team. Oh man, guys, what a game!
There you go. Oh, there you go.
Jesus, I heard it. Some of the cowgirls.
Nah, yeah, my laptop was dying. I had to charge it real quick.
Brother.
There you go. We good.
Oh, that feel good.
But yeah, Eagles win 28-3. Dak played a great game. It's not his fault this time. I honestly, I can't even lie to you. I would have bet Dak threw an interception. I would have put money on that. That would have been in my ticket. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But you know, 374 for 3 tubs. A great game. Great game for Dak.
No Stevies?
No Stevies, man. No Stevies.
Okay.
Didn't he have the ball like the?
You stepped out of bounds on a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, he had a good game on the paper, but
he had some slip ups. He did have some slip ups. He had he stepped out of bounds on the
2-point conversion.
On the 2-point conversion, the out route to the tight end that would have won the game. I don't know if I think so. It was at the end of the game. I don't know. I don't remember if the tight end broke too early or
when he just missed the plane and he just missed I think that would have put him up.
Yeah, that would have.
Because it was like I think that was a drive or two before their last drive.
Right. Because Philly got the ball back like on the like the 2 or some shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then they they did what they do. Oh man, yeah.
Bro, that play, why can't that play be emulated by nobody else, bro? And that's my first time really like watching it. Not my first time, but like I was just like, okay, they're super backed up. You know it's coming. You know they're gonna try to get in some sort of space. And I'm watching, I'm like, okay, let's see how they run it like, and why it is so effective. And it's like, bro, their line is stacked. The guys that they put in the block are gonna do what they need to do. And Jalen
Mhm.
Hurts has the stature he needs to gain whatever ground he needs to gain. So it's like, bro, it moved effortlessly. Like it was a good 3-4 yards, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was. Oh my. And you want to know? I read. I watched the video actually. Shout out to Brett Coleman. He does a great film breakdown, and he was explaining how the brotherly shove works. And it really is like they're not. Jalen Hurts. He doesn't get pushed towards the center. It's really on the left side. Like if you peep, he's always on the left side the way he gets pushed, and it's because of their left tackle Jordan Mailata,
Rugby.
Dickerson, and Kelsey. So you have to. He was saying like pretty much you have to have every player be in every gap because the reason why it works so well is because since everybody's towards the center, the left side just pretty much has better leverage and pushes everybody towards the center pretty much. And so which creates like a gap where they just Hurst just literally like Hurst doesn't even have to do anything. He just falls forward into that gap. And like because everybody gets out leverage because they're not covering each gap. Because literally, like imagine like you're trying to go forward, but then you got people pushing you to the side. Like obviously you're gonna get moved.
Right.
So like that's what's pretty much happening since everybody's not filling out each gap, and so and everybody's towards the center, they just get out leveraged and pushed away towards more towards the center or to the right side, and then Hurst is all he has to do is just fall into that gap, and then that's it works every time.
That makes
I,
sense.
I,
So
w- I
who
wish
did
I
they
had pencil and paper.
go ahead, Key, my bad.
No. We was it though.
I was just wondering because who do they line up in the backfield? Because if I saw it correctly, do they line up linemen in the backfield?
It should be running backs and tight ends because usually DeAndre
Okay,
Swift usually be
it's
back.
probably a tight end I seen
Yeah.
then. Because I was like, bro, there's some big ass niggas in the background too, bro. These niggas pushing this nigga
I think he's
extra.
up like 6'1", right? He's pretty
Yeah, I'm
big.
like, golly.
I was
So literally,
saying
yeah.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead,
go
Key.
ahead,
What you
King.
gonna say?
it's like I wish I had pencil and paper. They used to play O-line, you feel me? But
Shout out to
it,
Kid
it,
You
Online.
got it. O line.
it, it, it reminds me of this like a pull play where like McKinley says like if a team runs a three technique and they have like a nose tackle, he's like a really big nose, they want to run the ball up the middle, they would have like a guard helping out the center on the nose himself, and the center would kind of slide his waist a little bit and seal the nose, and like the guard would get off the nose and then move up the field, and it's like the running back doesn't really do anything; he just have to wait for it. So like
Right.
when they do that tush, what do we call it? Push tush? I don't know what they
Tush
call it.
push,
Push or
brotherly
brotherly
shove,
shove.
whatever you want to call it.
When they do that, it's like same thing because like it's people like, oh, why can't I do it? It's just their personnel. Like Jason Kelsey, like the number one thing about a lineman is like leverage. Jason Kelsey's like pretty short for a lineman. He's like 6'1", 6'2", and he has great leverage and great big legs and thighs. He gets really low, and it's really hard to beat him when he's that low, and he just fires off. And then, Jordan Milano used to play rugby. There's actually a play, like a normal thing in rugby, when they all group up together and they just push
You
each
talking about
other.
that shit like this?
Yeah, they lock arms.
Yeah.
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 So, and then the guard is going to be the good the guard. It doesn't matter who the guard is, but he has those two guys behind him. So, like you said, when they all just smush up, it doesn't matter if they go straight. It doesn't matter if they see the film and they know that they're doing that and they try to attack it, you're just going to get washed. And all your boy has to do is just keep going. And then, like you said, they don't have to push him. Like when they push him, sometimes that's just cheating at that point. Like it's just OD.
Yeah.
So do you
You
guys
don't be
think?
doing.
Okay, so let me ask you guys, as football heads that you guys have clearly displayed to be in this episode, which is why. Listen, guys, I told you I got some of the best homies in the world. These niggas know what they talking about, bro. But being the football minds that you guys are, in recent years, some change since the Eagles have really started to, garner the success that they've been garnering. You've been hearing a lot of people in the NFL community advocating for the ban of that specific play. Do you feel as though it is fair to say that this play needs to be banned, or is it just a situation where, listen, this team just executes this shit much better than everybody else, and that can be a combination of technique and personnel or whatever the case may be. That's just the situation. Do you guys feel like it needs to be banned? Let me ask Key first since he just finished off. Do you guys feel like the play needs to be banned, like some people have been advocating for, or do you just think the league needs to catch up like they do with everybody else in other situations?
I don't think it needs to be banned. I think everybody bitching about it, just bitching about it, so they get players hurt. It doesn't. And even if it does get banned, they could do a regular QB sneak. The niggas are big. For years, every time you seen Tom Brady do a QB sneak, that shit was always going forward regardless, without no tush push. So it's like, what niggas complaining about? Because it's a new play, that's why. I don't think it'll get banned. But no, the no fun league. Have you seen the fines? Can you show me one of them? Like, you seen the fines they did
Oh
these
my.
dumbass
Oh
shit?
my god, yep.
No, in the no fun league, they might ban it, but I doubt it. Even if it do, like QB sneak could do the same. QB sneak, I guess, would be a lot more original, but they could do the same shit QB sneak.
Yeah. Yeah. Smack,
So
what you think?
I don't think. I mean, I personally, it shouldn't get banned because one, I mean, like we just explained it. Like if you could kind of just figure it out, I mean, the league will figure it out eventually. And plus it's like you just gotta think about it this way. Like just don't get, and I know it's easier said than done, but like try not to get in the short yardage situation. I mean, if you could get the Eagles to pretty much, I'd say, and I know it's hard to say, hard to do, like 3rd and 3. I think you got a good shot because I can't even like 3 yards on a touch push is that's difficult even for the Eagles to do. Like I mean they're pretty much guaranteed it on the 1 or inches, but like 3 yards out, I mean they're most likely gonna run a regular play. They're not gonna go with their touch push like unless like they genuinely feel like okay this team does not know what they're doing and like okay we could feel like we can get like 3 or 4 yards. So like really that's just my thing. Like to stop them early. Like that's what I was hoping for the Dolphins to do in our matchup against them. Like we know it's gonna come in 4th down or short 3rd yard down. So like really stop them before then, but we couldn't really do that. So that's why we lost the way we lost.
Yeah.
Even though the penalties was extremely one sided, but
Hey.
I don't mind about our penalties, but they for them not to commit a single penalty that game is crazy.
Listen,
That is no way.
I try my best to be as unbiased as possible, but I have to admit, 0 penalties in the NFL football game is kind of crazy. It's ridiculous.
well, coach, discipline.
Key,
No, if
you see
if we go
screenshots
back
of
to the
these
film,
plays.
bro, them
Yeah,
boys
don't do
cold.
that.
You cold.
Don't do that. But
And
I'm
we was
okay. Okay, so yeah, I know we kind of broke off into talking about the brotherly shove and how effective that play has worked. But back to the game. You said so we had a scoreline of 28-23. We had the Philadelphia Eagles coming out on top. Before we get into the individual game breakdowns, I feel like we got to break down maybe like 2 or 3 games before we move on to our questions for today. Um, give us the last 3 or 4 score
two
lines. How many more
games.
score lines you got?
Yeah, it's just two, just two. So last 2 games, Sunday night game, we got Bills and Bengals. Bills unfortunately could not get the dub. Bengals win 24-18. Joe Burrow played a great game, even though we had some issues with Jamar Chase. He was a little hurt with some back issues, but he came in the game, still played decently. Higgins really showed out this game, eight for 110, did his thing. And then to end it off with the Monday night game, we have Chargers and Jets. Not too much to say, 27-6. Jets really just can't string anything along offensively. Their defense can only do so much, so it is what it is. It's the same thing like last year.
Okay, definitely. We appreciate you, Smack, for giving us the rundown of the whole week. Um, Shit, would you happen to have the standings on you? Actually, get those handy while we talk about these a few games, so we can bring them up for the best teams in each conference discussion.
I
But
got them for you right now.
perfect,
Whenever you need them.
perfect. Appreciate you. But I want to start with this. Let's just go in chronological order with how how the games played out, and let's just talk about some of the biggest games. It's been a few minutes. I know we're about 40 minutes into the episode, so we don't want to take up too much time, but we're gonna go discuss a few games briefly. So the Dolphins and the Dolphins, and matter of fact, let's see how we can do this because it's really only 3 games that we really need to discuss. So I think what we can do is shit. Everybody want to pick a game to discuss. Which game y'all want to discuss? We got the Dolphins and the Chiefs. We got the Eagles and the Cowboys, and we got the Bills and the Bengals. Which game do y'all want to discuss? It don't matter to me. I'll start off with I'll do the cow. Unless somebody's want to do the Cowboys game, I'll do the Cowboys game. I don't mind. I don't mind.
You go ahead. You can do the Cowboys because I didn't get to watch. Like I didn't fully watch like the whole game, so I really can't speak too much on the entirety of that game.
Got you. Yeah, I was able to catch a good amount of that game. Like Smack said earlier, Dak Prescott looked good. Dak Prescott looked actually great. It might have been one of his, as far as the performance to big game ratio, it might have been one of his best performances. It's a divisional rival. It's one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. And mind you, these are right now we're in this year we're in a predicament where both teams are, looking like top dogs in the NFC. And Dak came and handled business. Yes, like he mentioned earlier, there were maybe like a player or two that I'm sure he wish he can take back, like stepping out of bounds on that 2-point conversion, or like we talked about earlier, the what seemed like a slight mistiming on that out route in the red zone. But he had a great game. Over 300 yards, no picks. How many tutties he had again, Smack?
He had three touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. Wow. So he did his thing and he put his body on the line. I don't know if you guys saw that one run he did. They're memeing it on. They memeing it. They memeing him on Twitter and shit because he did. He damn near got flipped in the process. But he's really showing his conviction to this rivalry and to this team. And I feel like Dak Prescott's one of those players that, when you're in the limelight, when you play for a team that garners as much attention as the Dallas Cowboys, it's like, damn, like you're bound to get scrutinized. And if you're doing good, you're bound to get praised probably more than you deserve. Dak is in that situation. He's the quarterback for America's team. Whenever something goes wrong, everybody and their mama is waiting to throw dirt on his name, his owner included, because, Jerry Jones likes to throw his little sly comments in there every now and then. And yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pressure to live up to, and I'm honestly proud of Dak Prescott for the maturity and the wherewithal he's been showing throughout his entire tenure as a Dallas Cowboy. CD got off. We didn't even talk about CD. CD almost had 200, didn't he?
Yeah, almost 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had 191. 11 catches for 191.
Jesus Christ, boy! He put in the Madden numbers. How many times he got in the end zone? Twice, you said, or once or twice?
I think twice.
He did not touch the end zone.
He didn't get
Really?
touchdowns. I know that. Did he get a run? Did he get a run touchdown or no?
No, not what I'm looking at. So the only touchdowns were the Jake Ferguson, Jalen Tober, and Kavontae Turpin.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, CD went crazy, and there was talks earlier in the season. I know we didn't get to talk about it on this platform, but I'm sure you guys have been keeping up with the sports world. CD, there were issues as far as their wavelength were concerned. If people felt as though CD wasn't getting the ball enough, CD wasn't being made an integral part of the Dallas Cowboys offense that many people feel like he should be. And this game completely disproved that, because as you can see, when you almost put up two beans in the NFL game, you're doing something right. So shout out to CD and his performance. The Eagles, I think the most I can say about the Eagles is they're the best team. They have the best record in the league. Let me say record. I'm not gonna call them the best team because I'm an advocate for the Baltimore Ravens, the way they're blowing teams out right now. But
are they tied for best records? I'm tripping.
Philly is 8-1 and Baltimore is 7-2. So they're off by a game. They're off by a game, yeah. But Philly is definitely doing a great job of just keeping the boat calm, keeping the boat smooth sailing as much as they can, because although they took that kind of bad loss to the Jets earlier in the season, we got to remember that they have been dealing with their own fair share of issues. Like the same way we just talked about CeeDee Lamb having issues with Dak about, receiving the ball. Shit, there was a point in time where we saw AJ and Jalen Hurts going at it on the sideline. And now AJ's been putting up fucking video game numbers. He been putting up NFL blitz numbers. If y'all know about blitz back in the day, he's going stupid. Like AJ Brown is looking like the reincarnation of T.O. or something, like just a big ass receiver that
7 straight games over
yes,
125 yards.
yes, it's ridiculous to see. And he's been talking about it. We knew what he could do, but he's definitely up there as far as the best receivers in the league is concerned. And yeah, so they had that issue originally, and right now it seems like Jalen Hurts is a little gimpy. I mean, he's throwing on the helmet, he's putting on the Kelly Green to go, fight for his team. But I mean, every other play, every time he gets knocked down, you kind of like gotta pause for a second just to make sure he's straight. Like he came up limping. I think Michael Parsons sacked him late in the game against Dallas. He came up. I mean, he hesitated to get up. He came back in the game. Um, he had a couple guys fall on his knee, which has been the main issue injury wise for him that they're trying to monitor currently. So, Philly is doing what they need to do with the cards that they're dealt. They definitely have some work to do if they want to come back. And with how strong the NFC is looking, you got Dallas, San Francisco's not looking too good right now, but I'm sure they're going to bounce back eventually. You got other teams in the NFC that are looking like contenders. Um, Shit, we're gonna see, but it was an excellent watch, and as we probably all assumed, I should have threw some bread at the game, but I didn't. Philly came out there with the dub, so I'm always looking forward to those games because it's probably the biggest game of the weekend that probably drew the most views. But it didn't disappoint in my opinion. So yeah, that's how I feel about that game. If anybody want to go next about any of the other games,
I
Go
got a
ahead,
couple.
Kate.
Key, you got it. But
I want to go.
no, you got it. Key, say you.
Oh yeah, so saying like, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, bro, I
I
swear.
just said I was talking and he comes, you know what I'm saying?
Go crazy.
I want to talk about the Bill, the Bills and Bengals game. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like, I mean, I feel like all the games are like this, but at least those two games were kind of like competitive at least. In the retrospect, I'm not saying the Bills and Bengals wasn't competitive, but like this is the same thing with Bills for years. Every time they come off with a bad game and they get punched in their mouth, bro, it's just like they don't do nothing about it, bro. I remember like they did that OT against the Chiefs, but they made an excuse when they lost. Like, oh, well, if we had the ball, no. It's just the Bills, bro. I mean, Josh Allen's really good, but I don't know, man. Can you get him over that hump, bro? I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Because Joe Burrow, he started off trash this year, and we all knew this was going to happen. He was going to kick that shit back to going. And basically, I mean, he had Jamar, but even almost without Jamar, like,
Yep.
he's been cooking, dog. He's been doing his thing. He's still doing what he's doing against the Bills. I really like him a lot this year so far. He's doing pretty well. The Bills defense didn't really step it up, to my opinion. I think they had to lead the whole game. I don't think they ever like lost a step in the game. So the Bengals just like power drive through. They did what they had to do. They got the lead and they kept it and they finished the game strong. The Bills, I don't know what they're going to do because they were starting off hot. They lost to the Patriots for some dumbass reason. They beat the Dolphins though, which is huge for their division.
Right.
But in the whole AFC, bro, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything because it's also halfway in the season. Let's see how they finish it off. It's just the Bills piss me off sometimes. But then again, F the Bills, because they're in my division. So
Hell yeah, I agree with that statement. I want to. Go ahead.
Go ahead. That's as long as they keep beating the Dolphins, I'm cool with it.
Hey man, see, I should have cut him off, Smack. I should have cut him off.
Like, you should have, bro.
I should have cut him off. But no, one thing I want to point out to your point, you made some great points in that articulation. I just want to say like 2-3 things about the Bills. The Bills, man. This is my thing. I feel like every year we go into the season since Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs have linked up for real. We have gone into each season thinking that the Bills are the team to beat. Like the Bills are an offensive juggernaut. They hold it down on the defensive end. They're a team to be fucked with in the AFC. Yet every year is something that happens that just has us looking at the Bills like, yo, what? This is not the team that we thought was gonna be the case, and it's happening before our very eyes. I don't know if you guys know this, but if the season ended today, the Bills would not
Yeah, the
make the
best.
playoffs. The Bills
Yeah.
would not make the NFL playoffs, and that is crazy to say, considering how hot the team started, and considering how much hype was put onto this team coming into the season. People were saying they folded last year, they folded the last few years, getting in the AFC. This was their year to get it done, and they're 5-4 right now. They're not looking too good right now. And another thing that I don't like, so to speak, but it's something that I have to point out. I love Stephon Diggs, bro. Stephon Diggs, one of my favorite receivers in the league. He is a dog. Like he on and off the field, he's been handling his business. But it's something. It's a testament to the old heads that are always complaining about the diva receiver and how that's been something that has been you know a commonality throughout the league. This season is kind of showing us the same, honestly. And the reason I bring that up in reference to Stephon Diggs is the offense. The for the people that didn't watch the game, the Buffalo Bills offense struggled in that first half for sure, for sure. And I believe there was leaked information about a bit that Stephon Diggs had said going back into the locker room and talking about look at me, I'm not even sweating, I'm not even fucking sweating yet or whatever. And I'm just like, bro, I feel you. And I know that's something for your team to hear. I know that's something that's supposed to be kept inside, but it's like every time it always seems as though like it's something that's getting under his skin, and it's something that I feel like I mean, obviously I'm not in the locker room, I don't know what the relationship those guys have with each other, but from me personally, being somebody that has been playing sports, all of us have played sports all of our lives, we know how the team dynamic works, and we know how certain comments, certain actions, certain little things from certain players can really bring down the energy of a team, can bring down the morale of a team, can make you not want to play with these guys. You see what I mean, Keith? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you could kind of see it, like you said, week in and week out. Like you see him having a little tantrum, or whatever, which is like it's cool. We just told how Adrian Brown had a tantrum with Jalen Hurts in the beginning, but it's like I don't know if it's Josh Allen's character or the difference between him and Jalen. But like Jalen was combating him. Jalen was like, "Yo, like you know what he's saying," but they was going back and forth, not on some like physical about to fight you, but on some like you hear me, I hear you,
Man to
which
man,
is normal between
let's talk this shit
teammates.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, with Josh Allen, it's more of like he's sitting and listening,
Yeah.
like he not doing nothing, like he not saying nothing, he not really demanding his team. Like that's why I was saying earlier, like you bring a conversation of
You good, you good, you good, you good,
Oh
you good,
my
you good, you good.
of the other quarterbacks. It's like Patrick Mahomes, you don't play that shit.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, don't play that shit. Even Joe Burr, he don't play that. Like niggas don't play that. What's his name? What's the white boy that mess with everybody mama?
Zach
Zach
Wilson.
Wilson. See,
Don't say Zach
when
Wilson
they
don't play
got,
that shit. Stop it. If you say
bro,
that, you discredited Josh Allen.
Yeah, this man does love Zach Wilson.
when they say they got Aaron Rodgers, he put up to that boy Aaron Rodgers 10 toes down. You take my spot, bro. You're going to earn it. Which is crazy. But he did that. That was crazy. He did that
Hell
though.
no. I feel that
Josh,
though.
Josh Allen Price, he got it.
You got
I
it.
just
You got
don't.
it. Right,
So
right, right.
like, I don't know. Like that's something that like even like in my locker room, I remember one time like my quarterback wasn't that good, but again our offensive coordinator was terrible. But like he used to demand people. Like I respect him for that. Like I've been getting treatment. I'm talking to the baddie. Hey, keep on, bro. Stop fucking around, bro. You missed on that one play. I'm like,
Right.
what? The holes here, bro. But I understood. Like playing the holes is crazy. But like you always have someone like that on your team that you could like. Yeah, there's people bickering and stuff, but there's always someone that can like set them straight, or like someone that can like. You know what I'm saying? Especially the quarterback of the team who's getting paid the most. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and he is doing that. But like when I see them bickering on the sideline, and I see like Stephen Diggs come towards him, he's like submissive and like, okay, bro, I got you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jared Goff, like, whatever. You
Most
know?
definitely. Most definitely. It's definitely like a just that I feel like it's a little bit of energy, a little bit of dog missing in that team, and that's working towards that detriment currently. Real quick before we move on to Smack and his analyzation of that Dolphins game, I know he has a lot to say about that game. I want to point out about something that you just mentioned about just the ability and the humility to be able to look your dog in the face and have a real conversation with him. Like, it's things that, like, everything that we try to talk about, on this podcast, we try to relate to real life because, we have our real life episodes and we have shit that we want to discuss from a man to man, woman to woman, whatever the case may be, human to human standpoint. That is very important to discuss. And I feel like this specific sentiment is very important. And it's something I've been seeing a lot of lately, in which we have a lot of situations where friends in general aren't holding their friends or the people that they call their friends, their family or whatever, accountable, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
it is something that is one of the most important things you need in somebody that is, serving as that role to you as a friend or whatever the case may be. Bro, a friend is not supposed to be a yes man. A friend is not supposed to be somebody that allows etc to happen. A friend is not supposed to be somebody that encourages negative behavior. A friend is supposed to be somebody that, listen, my homie's on bullshit, bro. I'm gonna be the one. Listen, I know you're not gonna want to have you. You're not gonna want to hear me say this. You might get mad at me for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. I'm still gonna be here for you, but nigga, I gotta tell you when you on some bullshit, bro.
Bullshit, exactly.
Real talk, and that's why I value the friends around me, because I feel like everybody, Key, Smack, everybody else in our clique, I feel like we really, are comfortable going to go have a discussion with somebody if we feel like some of the things that they're doing is not leading towards, you know, their betterment, myself included. Like, nigga, if you have a problem with something that I'm doing, I'd rather you come say that shit to me, or us have that private conversation and us hash it out as men, as human beings, rather than you just allowing it, you letting it burn inside you just allowing me to keep going down that negative path. Because I might not see it for myself, and that might be something that Stephon Diggs, is going through. I'm not trying to talk about the man's personal life. I don't know him like that. But I'm just saying, like, you never know. He might just see his tantrums or his, comments as, that as like, oh, this is my passion for the game. Yes, it's passion for the game, but in the same breath, you a leader of this team, you a leader of men. You arguably the best player on the team. If you, I mean, him, Josh, whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? People look up to you in that regard. So you have to be able to play that role the same way somebody else has to play a role in another fashion. So I just wanted to bring that up and connect that to that friend standpoint, because if you got people around you that's not really, that's like, yeah, y'all hang out, yeah, y'all cool, y'all kick it, woody woo, but if they just straight with you being on shit that you probably shouldn't be on, that's not your friend, bro. You gotta let that nigga go. Real talk.
Fact.
I already know, man. There's a difference between a yes man and a hype man.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, it's real. It's real. You about to say
It's
something too
crazy.
before Smack
Yeah,
go?
yeah, I was just a little something to add on to you. I was saying that it's like in real life with people like you say, your friends, you could just easily like talk to them or anything. Like that's not your real friend, whatever. But with actual teammates, he got paid how much? He
Yep.
there for a little minute. So y'all gotta figure this out.
Y'all
And
gotta
now,
figure it out.
and now it's like if y'all don't figure it out, boom, chemistry fucked up. Now we gotta trade one of you, yada yada. It's like
Now your
they
team
put
becomes a what could have been story instead
exactly,
of what actually happened.
exactly. So
Yeah,
that's a great point, though.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Smack, wrap us up with the Chiefs and Dolphins game.
Oh man, like I was saying before, Dolphins they started off real slow. Chiefs first drive they Patrick Mahomes, bang, 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 quick little run, pass, touchdown, and I'm like, damn, like they just did that to us like that. I'm like, oh shit, we here for a long one. And then our drive, we pretty much didn't do much with it. We was forced to punt. They played great defense, but then after that drive we punted. Like the Dolphins, they played great defense. Like we was really making Patrick Mahomes hold the ball. We was covering their receivers. We was doing our thing, getting pressure. It was 7-0 for like quite a bit throughout the game, and I'm like, dang, is someone gonna, you feel me, find the rhythm, figure each other out, and score? or at least come up with make a somewhat a decent drive. And it didn't happen until like really late into the fourth, and then Patrick Mahomes they figured out a rhythm towards, like I say, midway into the second quarter. He was able to get in for another score, and then on our drive, we starting to make way too, trying to do like last 2 minute drive, and then unfortunately, as we've seen in the play, they try to throw a bubble to Tyreek Hill. Trent McDuffie makes a great play on the ball. He reads it out, goes and attacks Tyreek, strips it, and then they get a fumble, and then lateral it for a touchdown, and that is an easy 7 point swing going their way. And we go into the half down 21, and I'm thinking, and I already see it coming too on Twitter, like, man, Dolphins can't beat no team 500. And I'm like, man, I'm thinking like, man, if I was in that locker room, I'd be like, man, y'all boys, y'all already know what they saying about us at halftime. We down 21. Everybody think we can't even get close to a team to 500 and beat them. So like, let's turn up. And then what did they do? And
Wait. Before you continue, I just have to comment on that first half real quick. Because you about to bring up some good points. Excuse me. You about to bring up good points about the second half. I know you are. I know my co-host. But dog, that first half damn near broke my heart. Because I woke up early for this game.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up early for this game, and I was like, man, I'm hype as shit. Like, this is a statement game for the fucking Dolphins, bro. This is a statement game for us, bro. The Chiefs is coming off getting their ass waxed by Denver of all people. We hung 70 on their ass. So I'm thinking, okay, this is easy money. This is good work. Yada yada yada. Nigga, I'm watching the game. Touchdown. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, the Dolphins. If I'm remembering correctly, the Dolphins did not convert a third down in that first half, McKenna. Not a single one. I was watching that shit. I remember watching it, and I seen the Tyreek play. Mind you, I was planning on going to the gym after the game. Nigga, I moved that gym appointment about 45 minutes early. Because I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this game. I'm going to have my pops give me the updates. I'm gonna hear it from our group chats. I'm going to see what's going on from there. But I'm done. Continue though, Smith.
So they come out second half. They're finding their rhythm. They're able to get into a score first touchdown to Cedric Wilson on a little corner out to it, throw a little back shoulder. You get up there and go and get it. And then still defense doing a great job holding Patrick Mahomes, stopping them from them guys scoring. And then on our drive, next drive, we scored the ball with Raheem Mostert. We figure out we started to get a run game, but then after that, it started once again reminiscent of the first half of the struggle fest, trying to get down the field, but we can't even get it past to the 40-yard line for at least a field goal for the longest. And then now, pretty much our ball with 2 minutes left. We need it now. We're trying to drive down the field. We're making it down, and then unfortunately it's a fourth down. And then you see on the last play, Chiefs, they're bringing everybody. It's like, man, you got to get that bitch out. Like, snap the ball, fumble, they can't get a good grip on the ball, and sack. Sack, and then game is over. And then if you guys see on that last play, that man Waddle was wide open in the middle.
That's what I'm about to say, Smack. You cannot listen. You sound like Ocho right now, bro. You trying to let the Dolphins get off the hook. You trying to be kind, bro. I'm sorry. We got to be harsh. We got to be critical in some of these situations.
Oh no, yeah, it was a bad penalty game too. Like, guys were undisciplined. A lot of like some of the linemen was just killing drives and plays. It was they offense was just terrible. Like,
right, but specifically in that last play, we have a quarterback that is known for his quickness and decisiveness in getting that ball out, bro. In a clutch situation like that, end of the game on the line, bro, that is the last thing that can happen to us, bro. What, a strip sack, bro? Like, A fumble
No,
over
so
there?
he snapped it, and then he couldn't even get his hands on the
Yeah.
ball in the snap.
Like my thing is, bro, you know that zero blitz is coming, bro. Especially, I mean, I'm sure two of all people, I'm sure you did your film, bro. Like you just said, Waddle is wide. Waddle is wide open, bro. Like somebody's gonna be open when the team is bringing heaters like that. It's bound to be somebody open. You just got to make the play fast enough. And unfortunately, that's something that Tua has been credited for. That's something that has him in firmly in the MVP discussion. But it didn't come to fruition. It did not come to fruition, and I was just like, damn, bro. Another game against a fucking positive record team, and we lose, bro. It's getting ridiculous, bro.
But takeaways from that game, the defense looked solid. Like we held, even though obviously the Chiefs are not the offensive juggernauts as they
Once
they
were.
were in the past few years, but still holding Patrick Mahomes to only 21 points. Travis did not go off at all. Like if you had Travis on fantasy or you bet him, he ain't do good. I'll tell you that. So our defense, they did their thing. Offensively, they was just extremely sloppy. Like this is really just all on the offensive fault. Like everything really just rests on the offense because defense did their job. They was able to get a strip fumble on Patrick Mahomes, which led to the Raheem Mostert touchdown. So like defense, they did their job. Offense, they was just terrible. Like from the very jump, and then in the end, and executing. Tua couldn't get his hands on the snap. Some people argue like it might have been a bad snap, but if you look. It was a very catchable snap. So, it was just Tua, I don't know what happened. I can't really say too much. And then you see a clip of Tua not throwing the deep ball to Cedric. Some people say like either A, the ball slipped or he just didn't get his hip turned into the throw, or Cedric ran the wrong route, which I think it might have been. Because the way he threw it and where he threw it to, it just looked like, and it was a blitz coming too. So it looked like he was supposed to be a hot route, and so he was supposed to like, if pressure's coming, he was supposed to run a quick out and then easy completion. But he ran the double move, and obviously with the blitz coming at you, you can't wait on a double move to get open. So it's not much you could do. So it was just terrible by the offense. Honestly, it was just a bad night for them. Poor execution.
Morning.
It was. It was. Key, you want to say anything about the game before we wrap things up, or about anything else? He's smiling. I know he got something devious to say already.
Nah, I got nothing to really say. The Dolphins is, like I said, they remember Chicago Bulls that one year, bro. It's just
that nigga called us the Bulls, man. I know exactly what Bulls team he's talking about too. That's a crazy.
Beat all this team that has a good record, but they haven't beaten around 500. And low key has been the same thing that I have a problem with for years. It's just like every time I play a really good team, it's like if the scheme, the game plan you guys have doesn't work, I don't think Tua is just good enough to just overcome it unless things not you don't have to be perfect, but like at least go right his way. Like I don't know. And then the Chiefs is not the Chiefs is like even last year we said their team sucks offensively and they're better defensively this year. But the Chiefs always muscle their way through this. Patrick Mahomes, like he's gonna figure it out. So like honestly and truly, I thought it was gonna be a better game. I thought it was gonna be more crazy. Like maybe Dolphins kept keeping the lead and them figuring it out. But this year the Chiefs defense is actually pretty good. And I don't know what happened entirely because that game was early as hell in the morning. But I seen like you said, Tyreek couldn't do Tyreek things, and like I guess Tua was like really trying to find his way throughout the game. And like, you guys made a comeback, right? So I guess we'll see what's going on more further on. Mike Daniels is a really smart coach, so
yeah,
I hope he really thoroughly go through this game, and hopefully teams don't see this too. I hate this.
go ahead.
Is it guys schedule like harder after this? Who y'all play
Pretty
next?
sure we have like damn near the hardest schedule.
Yeah. I mean, after the bye week, after this, the bye week, we see the Raiders, and then it should be. I know we see the Bills,
we see the Ravens
the
too,
Cowboys,
and the Bears.
This.
yeah.
Damn. So
Um,
I hope you guys figure it out.
We
And
have to
it's,
figure it
it's,
out, bro. There is
yeah,
no more hoping. We have to because the rest of our bro, we play the Bills again, we play the Cowboys, and we play the Ravens.
it is getting
I
around that
mean, it's
time
not
of
too bad. I
playoff.
mean,
That's not
But
too
I
bad.
really still.
What you mean that's not
oh
too
shit,
I mean,
bad,
because
bro?
if you look at the other teams, we see the Raiders, New York, Washington, and Tennessee. I mean, we see New York twice too. So really, we play like three teams over 500, and
But
then
McKinley,
they're
this
playing
is
like
the problem, though. This is the problem that we have as this year's Dolphins core. This year's Dolphins family has a problem of saying, "Yeah, we got some easy games. That's easy dubs, bro. We can't keep bullying these shitty ass teams. Let's be real, bro. We need to put product on the
yeah,
field when it's time to put product on the field, bro. So that's why I'm like,
no,
yes,
you're right.
yes, we're gonna be in a good place playoff wise. We are. Even if we lose the 3 games that I just named, we're gonna be in a good place because I'm sure we're gonna beat up on the rest of those teams. God willing, let me knock on wood before some fuck shit happen, right?
and Russ come back.
Right. We
Yeah,
should be able to beat up on those teams. But we're like this Dolphins team, bro, they're talking about us having one of the best offenses of all time. And that's a comparison to you got the Rams from back in the day. You got Mahomes, you got Tom Brady and
Patriots,
Randy
Randy Moss.
Moss. Yeah, like you have some elite offenses, and we are being mentioned in those category. Bro, we cannot be in that same caliber of these teams that have proven to be championship teams, and we can't even beat a team over 500 yet, bro. We have not done it yet this whole season, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
And it doesn't feel like it because the
Yeah.
Dolphins they still feel like a powerhouse of the league. They are still a powerhouse of the league. But my thing is, yes, you can be a powerhouse, but it's a difference when you're a powerhouse that's handling business when you're supposed to handle business, and a powerhouse against a powerhouse that you feel me, you are people don't know you're on the fence on whether you're going to handle business or not. That's what separates the great teams from the decent teams, in my opinion. So
yeah.
that's how I feel about our Dolphins, bro. But I have faith it's going to get better. At least we're not as hopeless as the fucking Patriots. I guess that's the way. That's the
We
way.
in the nation today.
When
Hey,
the Patriots had an offense that good, they was doing their thing, man.
Say it one time, Key.
Huh?
Say it one time, bro. Say it one time.
Oh, 6 rings.
That's all you gotta say, bro. That's all you gotta say. Beautiful. Man, without further ado, man, we gonna end the episode. We wanted to talk a little bit more, but as we can see, as y'all can see, our natural discussions sometimes, you know, fluctuate a bit better than planned segments do. So we'll save some of that information for you guys come next NFL episode. Of course, I'm gonna say thank you to my boys, Key, Smack. Appreciate y'all for staying up. As you can see, bro, I don't know if you guys noticed, but every time we record, it be late, bro. It's I told y'all it's hard for us to match up our schedules, bro. Like we are all very, very, very busy individuals, but we stay up and we put in the work for y'all because we enjoy doing this and we want to keep it going and we enjoy talking sports, life, anything y'all want us to talk about. So before we get up out of here, let's just pose the question of the day. 2 questions. I mean, we already had the earlier one about Smack and his segment. What should we title Smack's segment? Just a little bit of FYI. I shouldn't be talking about this because it hasn't happened yet, but it's coming soon. Key actually
Yes.
founded something very, very, very cool for this podcast in the near future. So we're gonna get that rolling soon. So shout out Kevon for that exceptional idea that he put
Like
out.
beating my ass right now, but I'm gonna figure it out.
We gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna get to know the three of us and some of our homies even a lot better than you guys probably know currently. Just because it's gonna be something different. But that's for the future. That's for the future. Y'all just wait on that. So yeah, Key, appreciate you for that.
Yes, sir.
Help us. We're gonna post it on our stories, but help us figure out a name for McKinley's segment, okay? For his bottom line. McKinley, we're gonna have to work on shortening the time of your bottom line. Because your ass took damn near the whole episode.
We working on it. You know, we're working on it. It's a work in progress.
It's straight. It's straight. That's straight.
You know, but it's tough though. You know, not to go on a tangent on teams. You know, what y'all boys see what y'all think about.
I mean, I love it. I love it. And
it's cool.
I'm sure the fans are gonna love it too. And I mean, we're all sports heads, so it's gonna be hard not to make a comment or two about certain games and shit. So I see where you're coming from. But yes, help us name his segment. It will be on our social media pages, so be on the lookout for that. And the final question we want to pose to y'all. I'm sorry, let's get y'all out of here. It's been an hour, 15 minutes? Damn. Let's get y'all out of here. Midseason MVP, okay? Midseason MVP. This is for you specifically, you the viewer. Now I don't know what teams y'all support. I'm sure y'all got supporters from all over the place. It's not necessarily who you think is gonna, who's the midseason MVPs per se. You can take it that route if that's how you want to answer the question, but we're kind of viewing it from an overall standpoint. Like it can be something that's big for your team. It can be a player that has been big for your fantasy team. It can be a player that has been big for your excitement, your enjoyment. It can be something that has given you despair. Maybe you have had to gone up against Tyreek in 3 of your fantasy leagues, and he has shitted on you every single regard. I understand. We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all been there. So whatever is monumental for so far this season for you specifically, we want y'all to drop that in the comments, and we'll be some of the comments y'all share with us. We'll be opening up the next football episode, sharing some of those and discussing some of those. So without further ado, man, episode 13 in the books. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be in front of y'all. 13 in the books. We're moving on up, man. We're going to keep it fucking going. And one day this is going to be something that we're going to look back on and be like, damn, we started off in dorm rooms and fucking apartments to fucking something crazy. I see it coming, but that's me manifesting, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Love y'all boys, man. MKZ is officially out. Deuces.